Alright, people. Oh, I don't know why that's not there. There we go. Alright, so we're here for episode 4 of the SnB cast. This episode 4, will be over vacations. So this is coming up because coming June, July time is usually when I at least try to vacation. A lot of other people I'm around usually wait till the fall to August time. Even sometimes people just leave to get away from the snow during the winter. But we are currently planning on going to West Virginia come June. Um, so we just thought maybe it would be a good topic to kind of go over. So, the rake. Okay. The thing that has no, like, no. um, what, uh, what are like some things you're really, really looking forward to? One second. One second. What is happening? I'm trying to hold on.
Or continue
All
about
right.
crap game, or continue about fucking.
All right.
Let's continue. All right,
Okay.
re-ask the question. Let's restart. Let's
What
do like a technical restart.
what is your most like what are you looking forward to?
I'm mostly looking forward to like I said, or I'm looking forward to basically going on hikes, exploring, for a chance to get to explore the abandoned mines, especially a chance to get to see the Mothman Museum and its historic value towards humanity and the contributions that the Mothman has, you know, done despite not being human.
I think of course the Mothman stuff is like the stuff because you don't really can't just go anywhere and there's an entire cryptid town. So definitely Mothman Museum and I think we are talking about possibly going to a mini golf. That's Mothman Museum, well Mothman esque. Um, but yeah,
Love to do that.
having a nice hike would also be nice. I think the scenery, like if I recall properly, West Virginia has one of the most uh, beautiful sceneries when you head down that way.
West Virginia, Mount Mama.
All right, and I, in
Oh,
general,
first.
let's
Platinum, gold, fuse. Ah, damn it! They destroyed all of them. All right. What was the? My question for you would be, if we do visit a mine shaft, what would you be most thrilled to find inside?
hmm. I mean, definitely since we're going to West Virginia, any footprints of Mothman.
Bro, footprints would be fucking like I don't know how I'd feel about footprints. I'd be like, bro, somebody maybe lives here. Like, there's a
Yeah.
lot of homeless people in the states. Like, you sure that some boogeyman motherfucker ain't gonna come up and be like, yo, what up, my motherfuckers?
But definitely, of course, you would always be like, oh, it'd be nice to get some coal or some gold, like some like
Oh,
very
I already. I already have coal. I know what to look for when it comes to coal.
But like just having like random, just unprocessed ore would just be
There,
cool.
dude. Fun fact: there's fucking coal in my backyard.
Well,
There
don't.
is coal. There's coal in my backyard. I'm not even joking. I can go outside, grab little rocks of coal right now. There's so much coal in my backyard. There was like a lump of it embedded into the side of my hill. You know what I'm talking about. Which hill I'm talking about?
Yeah. Let's
It's
not
like a very tippy top.
let's not get your home leaked because they'll be just like, cool, where? And then
Oh yeah,
the
yeah.
government
Come,
will
come,
show up.
come grab some coal. Come grab some coal. Please, please, actually, please come grab some coal. I've got something for you. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I've got something. I've got you. I've got you. I've got it. I've got it. Give me 1 sec. I've got it. Here it is. Come grab some coal. Please. Please do. It works.
It just works. Um, so the wheel has bounded and said, if you were to move somewhere, like just start living somewhere else, what is your, let's say, top three?
All right. My top three. If I had, I'm moving there. I have all my experience, right?
Yes.
Okay, so that narrows the list down a lot.
The only thing I would say is because this is more of a fun talk, let's avoid any political aspect. It's more of
I
just
would
like,
actually, no, no, I might say something a little bit political, but I'm not gonna delve deep into it. I'm not gonna go like full on tirade.
well,
I'm just gonna
well,
say the landscape, and that's it.
well, that's what I
That's
mean.
it.
Is just like what attracts you to the place, rather than just
I would,
like, well, I don't like the monarchy.
I would move. My first choice would probably be Germany. Second choice be
Okay.
France. And then my third choice would have to be a toss up between Morocco and Saudi Arabia. Just
Hmm.
because of how prosperous the two countries are doing at the moment. Morocco is more of like a peace thing and it's sort of prosperous. You can do what you want, but at the same time watch yourself. Saudi Arabia, I would just move there for the economy and peace.
I think my top three would have to be um, New Zealand, London ish. I don't know. That one's more of the last on the list. I'll probably say three on that one. Um, and then definitely Japan. Even though they don't want me, it'd still be cool to live
I
there.
The reason why I chose Germany and France is because my family is mainly from Germany and France. And if you translate my last name, which is properly supposed to be Oostertagen, it means something in Germany and France. It's a deal. There's a whole town named after the Easter days in Germany.
Hmm. I think we have, like, my family on my great grandma's side. We have something in Pennsylvania named after us. I'm pretty sure.
Then your name would probably mean more here if you're talking to Germans, because Germans we've genuinely valued names because the namesake of a family, we know what family bonds mean, and if you're just suggesting it just for good reason, we just know. It's
Dang.
just like that tight knitted community, especially when it comes to France, the Scandinavians, and other Western Europeans, and to a certain extent, Eastern Europeans even. Like the Polish will even do the same thing. It's kind of weird, but at the same time, I guess, cool. But Not only that, it's because it would be peaceful there as well. I'd probably choose somewhere in southern Germany or southern France, maybe Marseille or something like that. And if I could, I'd choose Munich because Munich would be more like Ohio in terms of climate and weather. You get some good days, you get some bad days. Marseille is a Mediterranean city, so it'd be constantly flooding. I'm not a big fan of water, but I can deal with it.
I'll just do that for now.
What about
Spin.
you?
Oh, I did not want
Oh
that to
yeah.
be.
All right, we'll just move on. If you want to, we can move on.
Why did it remove? Okay. Um. Oh, I did not want that to be. Um. No, I was just getting the next thing. So most of my reasoning for the moving of the to the other countries, it's just like there's just so much more to do. In like yes, once you live somewhere and something as small as like Japan, because I'm not calling it completely small, but versus the United States, it's like you can quickly within a good
Can I
decade or two knock through everything. But it's just
can
like
I also interrupt here for a sec?
yeah,
Many Americans think that you cannot own firearms in Europe. This is factually false. With a level 1 firearm license or a level arm or a level 2 fire license, depending on the firearm, you can own it as long as it's locked up. Whereas here in America, you can just put the firearm wherever and literally get away with it. They actually do have like firearm tests in those countries where you go to. Like the police will come to your house in random parts of the day. They will knock on your door. They will make sure the firearm is secured, and they will fuck off. That is how serious it is. That is the EU law. I looked it up.
I mean,
So
I'd rather have that, like you constantly getting checked upon, than what they have here, where it's just like, well,
yeah,
Jacob just graduated. Here's a handgun, a
here's a
shotgun.
shotgun. Go
Have
kill
fun.
someone.
Um,
Like
but
what the hell is wrong with you?
but yeah, I'm mostly it's just like here in Ohio, it's not a lot to do. Like once you do the hit up the few places that are around you, you got to travel like an hour or two to get to the next thing. Um, but there, it's kind of just like they have a lot more nerdy stuff showing up.
Mhm.
And even some nicher things get whole on cafes. And then with there's also kind of like a it's basically you keep to yourself
Yeah, it's always
and
been like that
and
in
it's
Japan.
and just extremely disrespectful to go like get in people's business. Where here it's kind of just like it's my right to figure out what you're talking about over there. It's like back off. I have a thing called you have a First Amendment for all that crap, but I got a Second Amendment for another reason. It's
Wait,
stupid.
the Fifth Amendment, the right to not speak.
Um, I'm trying to think the other one I said. New Zealand, just beautiful country.
Absolutely beautiful. I agree with you there. I just don't like the wildlife. I'm good on having a fucking crab in my shoe.
I'd rather a crab than a scorpion or a snake or one of like
Oh
go to
my
Australia and get a spider.
they're there in New Zealand too. They're neighbors. Same wildlife.
Mm,
It's not you just don't get the roos and you don't
mm.
get the other bigger things. You just get the nasty insects. I'm sorry.
Well, everybody got nasty insects. I mean, we still got the brown recluse.
I mean, do you really want like a 5 foot camel spider in your shoe though?
That will they fill up the shoe so they can have the shoe. They're using it technically at that point. Um,
I'm just
so
saying.
let's. This next one is very similar because you can't really get too far away. So I'm going to say let's. If it's got similar answers, change it up into lower parts of the list for you. But what countries would you like to visit?
Germany is definitely a number one on the list because it's just where my family's from.
Well, that's what I'm saying. So because we said the what if scenario, if you moved, let's change it up a bit because of course you're gonna if you want to move there, that's something it's a high priority to go see.
All right, let's change. All right, so let's change it up. All right, I see what you're saying. I would definitely love to visit China. China is one of those countries I would love to actually see what's going on behind the veil. And I don't mind watching my P's and Q's for their current political climate. I would just love to meet the people there. I would love to see some of their one of their Red Army parades. I would love to see the culture dynamic of not only the old Republican Revolution, but the Communist Revolution, the everything of Chinese history. How it went from a complete total monarchy in a united state that was equivalent to the Roman Empire to what it is now. I've always found Chinese history somewhat fascinating. And then I'd also like to try and visit South Korea.
Okay, that's a
South
nice one.
South Korea, I have mixed reasons for wanting to go, but I just think figured it'd be nice to see before, you know,
Yeah.
uh
Um, my biggest ones would be Egypt for the pyramids and the tours and all that. Um, then it would
don't get
be
hassled by those Egyptian guys.
yeah.
There's a bunch of like from what I've read, there's a bunch of people on the Egyptian trail that will hassle you, and they'll say you have to pay this amount of money, but you actually don't have to.
Yeah.
It's like a scheme, and I'm
Well,
kind
it's
of like,
like
what the
that's
heck?
their whole attraction. They know tourists are there
Yeah,
for
that's how they
that.
make money. That's how they
Um,
make money. I understand it, but
but uh, then what I'm trying to remember how you pronounce it. Is it Greece?
yeah,
Um,
Greece.
um, just the structures alone are something so fascinating to go and see. Um, I'm not really wanting to go there just because it'd be way worse than going to New York on a very busy business day. But I think India would be a nice little trip just to kind of see the
Um,
culture of things.
are you sure about that? Are you sure about that? I can recommend some cities in India. You can even no go to Bangladesh. Bangladesh, you get all the perks of Indian culture at a discount. Trust
Um,
me.
I'm trying to think of other things. Um, of course, I just I'll want to visit most of other places. It's just those are the ones that say, hey, something so historical and something that here in America is like pushed in like your lower grade teachings. You hear about them, it's like, oh, I'd like to see a pyramid. Ooh, I'd like to see what the Roman um, like Colosseums and stuff would look like. But I think, well, I would really like to see Paris and all that. I'm just hearing that it's not as beautiful as it used to be. Is the only reason
Bed
I
bugs,
wouldn't call it.
bed bugs.
Ugh.
That's all I'm saying.
I dealt
Yeah,
with those when I was younger. I'm good.
they apparently had problems with bed bugs at one point, and I'm just like, really? That's concerning. I'm never visiting your city again. Have a good night.
And that right there is that's sad because that means one of their like most profitable cities. Um,
Literally does not take care of itself.
yeah. All
I need to
right.
pee. I'll be right back.
All
I'm
right.
sorry.
And then while you're gone,
Spin the
spinning the
wheel.
wheel. All right. We're gonna stick to in the states for this question. Oh, actually no, it moved on. Landmarks. When you get back. Start back up. All right, so we're talking. Even though it looks, oh no, it slowed down. I was going to talk about state, but we're going to be doing landmarks.
Hell yeah. All right. So, what landmarks would I like? I'd love to see Brandenburg Gate. Not gonna lie.
Hmm.
Oh wait a minute. Is it? Are we doing American landmarks or
Period.
European one?
Period.
What period? Oh, okay. All right. Brandenburg Gate. I don't want to see the Eiffel Tower. Overrated. Very overrated.
I mean,
Um.
you live in America. You should just go to Vegas and see the small one on top of buildings.
Yeah. And then there's two more that I was really wanting to see. God damn it.
Not Lady Liberty.
Nope. No, I don't want to see Lady Liberty, really. I think that's another overrated one.
Even to like,
Something more iconic, like the mountains. Rushmore.
hmm.
Rushmore was invented later.
You wouldn't want to crawl up into the torture the crown.
No, not really. I mean, you can see all the views, and you're just crawling inside an old rusted copper statue.
Hmm.
I don't trust that thing.
What about Rushmore? Would you want to peek out the nose that like all the old
Yes.
movies used to do?
Yes, I would love to do that. And then I would love to see Aberdeen, Washington.
Um, I think. See, if I were to like put it into a top three, definitely the Grand Canyon would be a big one for me, just to see like how deep of something naturally occurring. Um, then let's see, definitely the Leaning Tower. That's a cool one. To see something that can stay stable even in an awkward position.
I
Um,
wonder when it'll fall.
what? Just that'll be the next bad news in 2026. The Tower of Pisa has finally fell over.
Watch it come true, and then everybody blames us for it.
I will blame you. You're the one who mentioned it first. You're the one who jinxed it.
No, you're just trying to. You're just trying. Nah, I'm sharing the blame here. It's you too. It's you too. You're going down with me. Nah.
You know what? The one thing I'm doing that you're probably not. I'm
Signing an
knocking on my
NDA.
wood. um, and then what would be a last one? Because I'm gonna go see the Lady Liberty, and I think we have a Crown tour, so that'll be nice to see that high. Trying to think of other big ones that we have here in the states. Um, I mean, definitely, I'd have to just throw all together as a clump. Would be the wonders of the world. Those, the seven wonders, I think it is. It'd be nice to go and see all of those. Um, and then getting slightly off topic, but I would totally want to go to an SCP dimension.
I would love to go to an SCP dimension. Let's show Dr. Bright a photo of 096 and see what happens.
Oh my god. I wonder how most of the SCPs would react to just the Gooner material made about half of them. Just like,
God, No.
Just the dog that shows up to kind of torment you just gets turned into fluffer bait. Ooh, my favorite topic. The next topic is food.
Definitely not choosing Asian food for this one. Fukushima.
But why? I'm pretty.
Fukushima.
I'm pretty sure Chow Chow tastes good.
Fukushima.
Um, trying to think. Definitely. We already talked. I really want to go taste Louisiana's East
That East Coast
seafood.
food, I will trust. I will trust East Coast seafood. West Coast, no.
Isn't it?
Suck my irradiated cock.
Isn't?
The rats have been steadily rising in American populations and Chinese populations for over 50 years, everybody. 50 years. It went from 2.5 to 4.7. Guys,
Which one did you?
what?
Which one did you say?
China?
I mean, what coast did you say you would trust?
East.
East Coast.
Yes, East Coast. I mean, don't get me wrong, West Coast food still makes it to the East Coast, but not as much.
Oh, so they don't even call it uh, any of the coast. They just call it the because it's technically a part of the Gulf. It's the South Central. It's like the Gulf Coast. They call it.
The rads have been rising steadily. It's true. Believe it.
Trying to think of other big ones. Definitely, like if you really want good Italian food, you really got to go back there. Um, actually, ramen from like Asian shops. I think you can't replicate here unless an actual family comes over here, and it's very hard to find those, especially around here. Um, like udon, ramen would be so nice. Um,
Yes.
I think sushi can be replicated very well over here. I mean, of course, I'll try sushi because it's one of my favorite dishes, but. And then anything else? I mean, anything with desserts because I'm not big on a lot of desserts. It'd be nice to find some place that doesn't go overly sweet like we do. I think
Which one?
UK is one of the best ones. Um, I know Swiss is usually good with their chocolate, but
I want some Swiss chocolate.
oh, I keep forgetting which one does what. All right.
Chest. Okay. Let's save the rest of this for later.
All right. This one's more of a if you were to come across them, who would you like to kind of run into on your vacation? Because a vacation can kind of be like if you want to go to a convention as well, or like, hey, there's usually center fans coming and they might have a guest speaker or a Q&A for an actor.
All right. Let me see. Let me think here. Uh, that's, that is a good one. Let me see. All right. Is this the dude I'm thinking of? I think I'd like to run into Jim Caviezel. He's one of my
Oh,
favorite actors.
okay. Hmm. I mean, definitely one of my biggest things because even though I'm not big onto listening to rock in and out as much as I used to, I'd really want to go to a Disturbed concert. Um, and also, it'd be nice to kind of run into oh, it'd be nice to run into some of the YouTubers and all that, and kind of get an idea of all that stuff and like what got them into a mind space. And then who else? Like who would be a good actor? Ooh, oh, my mind just kind of like ran off the record. Um, David Hasselhoff, just to kind of just have that funny, nice run in with him.
That would be nice.
All right. Watching SpongeBob over there.
Dirty Dan.
All right. The next one is events. What events would you like to go to? I think we talked about fairs earlier today.
I haven't done any research outside of Ohio, really. I
Really?
mean, there's this one Oktoberfest that I'd like to go to in Germany. And that's like the biggest celebration of beer all year round, where you can just get flat out fucking drunk as fuck. And yeah,
You do know we have Oktoberfest in the States, right?
it's not as big as it is in
Oh,
Germany. You can
well, yeah.
drink out in public, you can drink out anywhere, you can pass the fuck out wherever you want. The cops are like everywhere. They're watching you drink. They're watching you even get high, even. They're watching you do shit. And they're just not. It's the one day. It's the 1 month all week. Or I mean, the 1 month out of the year that the cops are like, ah, shit. It's that time of the year. Everybody, everybody gets to go on staff. Make sure you bring your flasks.
um, Trying to think of some major events myself. Um, I'm not a big like the New Year's situation at New York anymore. That's not big as big as an event. I think this last year it was bare bones of people that covered just the fence line. There wasn't really a big crowd as much as it used to be. Um, ooh, there's so many places in China and well, times. There's so many like times like they have Chinese New Year. Um, like a lot of games I play that are anime, they do like Golden Week and all that. They just celebrate seasons and times of year. Um, I think that's a nice like vibey kind of space for those. But really, yeah. Aside from like conventions. I would really want to do a medieval Renaissance fair. That would be cool to go to.
Yeah, too. I'll dress up as a medieval mage. Pretend I found somebody. You remember what I'm referencing?
Yeah, a medieval
Perform my
mage.
level 10 magic spell to try and bring them back.
Oh my god, not a necromancer.
I tried to bring him back, but it didn't work, and then they said I contaminated the scene.
All right. So this one will be a quick one. If you were to go to one of your landmarks, which one would you be most willing to go on a tour with? Usually tours include like in-depth history on things as you're walking along. Um, you don't get to just like run around half the time. It's usually a narrative movement.
You know what? I'm gonna just say it. I'll go on the one. I'll go on the White House tour.
The White House tour.
Yeah, I'll go on the White House tour and walk through hours upon hours, just so long as you let me eat and use the restroom.
I think I hyped myself up too recently with it, but I really want to go see the Mark Twain House in Connecticut. Um, it's just a nice little story they have. I think they have a short film that plays while you're exploring that you can kind of get extra understanding of Mark Twain. Do you remember who Mark Twain is?
Isn't he a singer or an
What?
actor?
No, he made Huckleberry Finn and oh, what's his name?
So he's an author.
Yeah,
I should have known that.
he's like a classic author.
All right, so he's a racist.
What?
So he's a racist. He wrote Huckleberry Finn.
Oh my gosh.
I'm just joshing. I'm just joshing.
Oh, Tom Sawyer. That's the other one I was thinking of. Tom Sawyer.
Oh my god, that doesn't help.
What?
These are both novels that mention a lot of racial things.
Um, do you know when he died?
He died in like the 1860s, yeah.
Wait, what?
I think, right? Or something like that.
Uh,
He was during that
1910.
time. Yeah, it was during that time when it was during a time when it was a different age, but still, it doesn't help.
But I'm just saying, I wasn't bringing them up to kind of go into the topic of them. I was just saying, hey, they're some of the most well-known pieces.
This is true.
That's where I was going with it. I wasn't going into the dunk my fist into his asshole there.
I will gladly dunk my fist into said asshole. You are a racist, sir. I
Oh my
know
God.
I am. It's the wrong fucking time period, you dumbass. Oh, I'm sorry about that. Off to my time machine.
Oh my god. Alright, so the next thing is, aside from our West Virginia trip and a possibly Louisiana trip, where would you go in the States?
I would definitely visit Cali, Florida, and maybe Puerto Rico.
Oh, yeah, yeah. You said Cali, Puerto Rico, and what was the third one?
Florida.
Florida. Okay.
Yeah.
Is it because like the big? It's like that's like the big attractions that we have.
And I got family down there.
Okay. Um, I think I've talked myself into really wanting to go to Rhode Island, um, just to kind of see. It's like a very subtle. It's more of like very similar to like our Lake Erie trip where we kind of just sat, stayed, breathed, calmed down. Um, ooh, I think next would have to go to. I think it's South Dakota, either that or Carolina. That my coworker just talked to me up into being like it's too beautiful not to look and not to go to. And then
The Dakotas are beautiful.
what's the other? I remember Arizona. Um, I hear.
That's the place I want to move. I want to move to Arizona. It'd be a nice place to fucking just
Like
mellow out.
it gets hot there, but it doesn't have this humidity that Ohio gets hit with time and time again.
I wouldn't really care about the hotness. I would just like cuz it's hot. I like the hot.
All right, there, calm down. Put your dick back in your pants.
I'm not horny.
All right, and of course, because we're a part of the system, what would be a big purchase that you would like to put in?
Would be a big purchase that I'd like to put in.
Yeah, like, um, I know we'll definitely get like some very basic merch like shirts and pins and stuff at Mothman. But like, what's something that you would be like, all right, I know we're supposed to be like trying to like disperse our payment for the rest of this trip, but I just need this.
I would get some Fallout merch, some dope Fallout merch from
Fallout.
Moth Museum, from the Mothman Museum, because I know they're branching out into Fallout now. You got to know it. Ever since
Yeah.
'76 came out,
Um.
that's just a gold mine.
Hmm. I think I would definitely either have to do like if the Harry Potter stuff is still going on, and I think it's Disneyland, not Disney World. Um, definitely get a bunch of Harry Potter merch, and then the anime stuff in Japan. All of those little shops. I know New York has a Nintendo cafe. I think it is. Um, and they have like all the history of the consoles and stuff in there. That would be cool to grab some stuff there too. Um, just anything nerdy, just as soon as it shows up, would be very cool.
This is true. Like, I would like to see like anything like Harry Potter related, Star Wars related, or just anything along those lines would just
Oh,
be.
that's one thing you definitely would have to do is go to I think it's Galaxy's Edge and get their lightsaber.
Oh yeah, isn't that in West Virginia?
No, that's I think it's California and Florida.
Gotcha.
That's the two Disney areas. Um, but I don't know if I would go for the lightsaber. Like definitely it's a
I would
cool
try and
one,
get a black fiber crystal. That's the rarest one.
but I think the issue would definitely be I there's too many things on the custom log that you can get that's so much better. Man,
Some sort of.
you're skipping around the SpongeBob episodes.
No, it's just random. It's random.
Huh.
It's a YouTube thing.
All right. All right. Well, people, We will see you guys in the next one. We got to go get some streaming done, and I am feeling it, Mr. Krabs. So we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.
Are you drinking any